We met in Congo in 2014. We were both recruited by Dr. Larry Stressley, and he was the country director of an organization called IMA World Health. For some reason, when I was a teenager, I was kind of obsessed with the DRC.
I was obsessed with Africa.
Yeah. I'm not sure why. I think it was actually that movie Congo.
With the gorillas?
Yeah. I know.
Have some coffee and cake. Have some.
It's weird, but anyway.
I had been to Africa previously, to Ghana, West Africa, Nigeria, and through a bunch of connections met this church in North Carolina that sent me to renovate a hospital in Congo, in Kananga, in like the heart of it. And while I was there, I met Larry. He was part of that hospital, and he said, "Hey, I have a bunch more hospitals to build and design." I moved out there, left my architecture firm in Charlotte to live in Congo for like 5 years, and that's where I met you. Life really took off at that point, and yeah, I've done other jobs, and it just doesn't amount to the fulfillment that comes with providing people in need with like basic needs like drinkable water, or sanitary place to go to the bathroom, or a place to give birth with a doctor and lights present.
A student friend of mine had an internship in DRC and said that she wasn't able to take it, and she put me in touch with Larry, and I asked him about the position. It was like a summer internship, and he responded basically with me and a couple other people, whoever responds first gets the job. And I was like, I want it. We had a Skype call and started talking more about what the position was. It was to manage a bed net distribution for this new big project, $283 million to build the health system there, health system strengthening. And he's building health centers for, and I was going to be doing the malaria work for it. So I left 10 days after graduation. You know, those first few years, just in the bush all the time in those rural parts of Congo, managing the bed net distributions. And I started taking photos and videos of all the projects we were doing out there, including his health centers. And we started traveling a lot together because they asked me to document the construction of the health centers, because they were like out in the middle of nowhere. And they go out there with like $100,000 of cash and start 7 new health centers. And I would just follow along with the camera. And then we fell in love.
We fell in love.
Yeah. We did fall in love.
What was it?
So we like worked hard and played very hard.
Yeah.
We had so much fun. It was very hard work. You know, like when we're out there, we're staying in like an abandoned building everywhere I went. No water, no electricity. He lived out there. And bringing my own food, he would always just eat termites and weird things that whatever he was served, rats, things like that. So we traveled to Tanzania and Zanzibar, Madagascar. That was one of the most epic trips we ever took. Australia, Fiji, New Zealand.
Fiji was fun.
Yeah, South Africa still to this day feels like another home to us.
Yeah.
Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, all over Europe. So then a war broke out in Kasai, where he lived. Kasai Central, gunfire,
in the streets.
And the army of battles broken out. We ran and hid behind solar fridges, and just bullets like flying over our head. Needless to say, our work there was over for the time being, and that war, they just like destroyed everything, committed a complete genocide.
Yeah.
Destroyed the health centers we had just renovated and built, and
actually one of them got hit with a RPG and did not fall down. It did have some damage to the roof, obviously, but yeah, structural test passed.
We were kind of ready for a break, and we wanted to go travel in Southeast Asia, so I took a sabbatical. He
Became a consultant.
And did Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos.
Stop that, please.
It was amazing. And I remember being in this little village called Hoi An, I was like 36 years old, and I had never really wanted kids because I like to travel and didn't know how that lifestyle would work with kids. And I met him, and after all of the experiences of being in Congo and these like remote places and just always making it out of any situation, I felt like we could do anything together. Include have kids and still live this amazing lifestyle that we had. So I remember being in this little town called Hoi An, which is magical, and it just happened to be like the full moon festival, and there are people in boats setting off these paper lanterns into the canal there, and they're like, you can buy a paper lantern with a candle and make a wish and set it off in the canal. And little did he know, I was wishing that we would start a family.
God.
I made that wish, and I swear, like probably that very night, maybe? Next day, we got pregnant. I had bought a little piece of land for really cheap in a little tiny surf town called Nosara, like 5 or 6 years before. And we wanted to go build a house down there. And so instead of driving, we flew. And we decided to have our baby in Costa Rica.
Where healthcare is really good and reasonably priced. It would have been $40,000 there, and we'd be still in debt, and it was $2,000. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, that's a whole nother video.
Yeah. We decided to move back to the US a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Got a house in Jacksonville to be closer to my mom. This whole time though, for the past 11 years, I've been working for the same organization, which, yeah, I had just been promoted October, finally, to the marketing and communications team. I was so stoked. I got a raise, I got all this new equipment, and I was about to head to Nigeria for my first job for them. Over the past 10 years, I have been working in DRC, South Sudan, Ukraine, the person they would send to places where like other people wouldn't go, sort of, just the most remote areas of our projects, and I loved my job. And when I got promoted to the marketing and communications team, I was so stoked because I literally loved every single person on that team, and just all really nice people that had a genuine concern about the world and wanted to help. All of us had that feeling of it being a calling, you know, that we were drawn to make the world a better place. Then, you know, Elon Musk said that USAID is a criminal organization, which is just ridiculous. I've been funded by USAID, I've been on the ground, I've seen the work we've done, and it's amazing. So it's been a very sad time for all of us. You want to come sit with Max?
Yeah.
So,
Max being here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in here. We
she's
love
part
Max.
of the family.
You better keep pumping out eggs.
So we're thinking we're gonna move back to Costa Rica. It's gonna be a huge change for us, you know, and have this little 4-bedroom house, and there we have a 1-bedroom container home that we're all gonna pile into.
I'm excited.
Hopefully sell our other place and maybe build a house, or maybe buy a sailboat. What I would like to manifest is doing both.
Yeah.
I want to do both. Like,
Might as well.
I know that I can make this happen. I gotta figure it out. How to get into that growth mindset of abundance